flow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But, so what were we even talking about, this fucking movie?
Well, let's talk about Vanessa. She was really hot in this movie. The evil, when Ursula has an evil alter ego,
mm-hmm.
it was really hot goth chick suddenly. And we're like, whoa, what movie's this? Because it suddenly got very, like, sensual and erotic.
Yeah, she's wearing, like sheer clothing and, like, lounging on stuff. And I'm like, all right, I like where this is going. But then it's like, in this body-positive world that we live in, because they took out shit from the original, like the whole section of her song, the Poor Unfortunate Souls thing, where it's showing like the one guy wanted to be like buff and the girl wanted to be skinny. They took that out, and her whole thing about body language they took out. And then it just ends like Jaws.
Jaws 4. He's like, are they going to Jaws for her? And they do. They Jaws
and they
for
did
Ursula.
it.
And he's like, that's not how boats work.
And then Dave's like, smile, you son of a bitch.
We should have recorded our commentary.
It would have been way better than the movie. And I get like, the girl who plays Little Mermaid, hands down, best part of the movie. Fantastic singer. She's beautiful. I had to see how old she was to make sure I could say that. She was born in 2003. She's still over 20, but it makes me feel like I'm a fucking, you are. Okay, that's just making sure. Eric has a song, and you could tell that Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote it.
And his song, the Eric song, it was like the bad song in the movie, so I'm a huge Grease 2 fan. But the only song in the movie I like fast forward through is Charades and Pretty Lies. That song Maxwell Caulfield has. So every time Eric sang, I started singing Charades.
It's that, or it's Cheer Up Charlie.
Cheer Up Charlie.
That I can always
like she's stirring the laundry with the big.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I thought she was making soup for some reason.
Laundry soup.
That's gonna be the name of my band, Laundry Soup.
Laundry Soup.
Yeah, the movie was murky. The performances were weird. The CGI bodies were strange, too. I don't understand why her bra is made of her tail, like you said.
That was weird.
Yeah, instead of seashells, it's like her bra matches her body.
Yeah.
Her body.
And then we were discussing when she makes the deal to become legs, and she knows how to use them. Well, she doesn't. I thought, what happens the first time she has to poop?
Yeah, he kept saying that. I was like, oh, my God.
And they're awkwardly.
Oh my God!
When he's clearly in a swimming pool, like standing there.
When he comes out of the water, I'm like, stop showing it.
Because he's like, stop showing him.
Please, he's an Academy Award winner. Show some respect.
My favorite joke is when you're like, this is like a grade school production of
Clash of the Titans.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Fake beards look pretty fake, but you know what makes them look really fake?
Water. Yeah. Again, Aquaman did it well. Atlantis in fucking Wakanda Forever, I thought they did a good job with that. You had an Avatar movie this year, and you just can't, like, this is Disney.
Well, I was telling Dave when you were in the bathroom that when they did Splat...
You hate me and you never want to talk to us.
Well, that's
okay, yeah.
Get the register now.
Yeah.
But I said...
Look who's getting robbed this time. Some people stand in the darkness, afraid to step into the light.
I love that. When I get drunk, sometimes I'll watch on YouTube. They have all the season openings of Baywatch.
You ever watch Baywatch Nights?
Yes, that is an amazing...
Holy
that was like
shit.
Kolchak the Night
How did that
Stalker
not become
meets
bigger?
David Hasselhoff.
Because they had a whole... I'll never forget the fucking Viking episode, where it was basically just the plot of that Incredible Hulk TV movie with Thor.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, David Hasselhoff, who's a fucking idiot, apparently knows everything about, like, Viking culture. And I was like, no, were Germans Vikings?
I don't think so.
No. He only knows
German Nordic thing.
Yeah. So... Oh my God! I don't even know what we're fucking talking about anymore. This is the
Baywatch Nights.
Baywatch Nights. Yes, they had a VR one. I remember that one, and then there was like a Frogman one because they wanted to be the X-Files really badly.
I just heard in my head the song Southern Nights, but it's Baywatch. Baywatch Nights.
No, the Baywatch Nights just start with like a voice going ah, and so he was a lifeguard by day and a private detective of the supernatural by night.
Vampire hunter by night.
Yeah, but Jesus Christ. That fucking dude. Like, David Duchovny, or what's his name? David Hasselhoff. Just would step into shit and turn it into gold.
That's true. That's true.
Don't Hasselhoff.
Yeah, he's remember when he was like drunk eating a hamburger?
Yes,
off the
my God.
And he made it look cool.
Yeah, he's on Guardians of the Galaxy too. Motherfucker.
He's got just a certain charm to David Hasselhoff.
He's in Star Crash.
That's right. He is in Star Crash.
Is there anything else?
Well, did we talk about the running time of this movie?
I was.
Okay.
The running time is the rest of your life.
Yeah,
it's just so long.
How is a 5-year-old going to sit through like?
They don't.
They're not. My son didn't.
Yeah, oh yeah, your son kept getting up and leaving.
Yeah, he was like, I'm out. I take the hot one, I'm out.
Pizza. Don't mind if I do.
Oh, he put the pizza under the thing. We're like, hey, you want some pizza? He's like, sure. And he put it under the seat.
Is that what you do with pizza, son?
I should have grabbed him and be clean this up. And then you go clean that theater for your grandfather. He's getting paid for this. Jesus Christ.
That's
why do crazy
real experience?
Why do crazy people find me?
Well, Newt said, I guess people think I make this shit up, but and I'm like, no, I know weird stuff happens to you all the time.
I just think seeing the door slowly open out of the corner of my eye in the darkness and the small child walk in silently. That's
that
creepy
was fucking creepy. I'm still not over that. I was in the bathroom and I started hearing noises. I'm like, I'm scared.
No, that's all the other problems this building has. The running time is like 2 hours and 45 fucking minutes. Also the font in the beginning is not very Little Mermaid-y.
He said, what is
this? It was Master and Commander. And like the prince is just allowed to hang out with like a bunch of dudes covered in scurvy. We're pretty sure at one point she jacks off a dog.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
The dog swimming. It's like,
the dad fucking blows up all of her shit and then gets surprised that she runs away.
Yeah, later he's like, I don't know why. Maybe he's just, what does he say? Like, I don't know why she doesn't like me or something like that. Like, she blew up all her shit.
And then I was wondering, like, does he have, like, is there different moms?
Yeah, because all the sisters are different colors.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is like Xanadu with all the...
Well, I'm not a geneticist, but I suspect they're different moms.
Okay.
Where are the moms? What do you
it's a Disney movie. All the moms are way dead.
Yeah, he might have added them.
Because Ariel, I was going to call her Elvira. I was like, that's my cat's name. Ariel's mom was killed by a human in the other one. And in this one, they do make it, there was a deleted subplot of the 89 version that Ursula is Trident's sister. And that's why she was cast out.
And this is the origin story of the gum.
Yes.
And also Eric's dad was apparently killed at sea.
Yes.
So,
but Eric's got a new dad, we think, who's a bald guy with mutton chops, who's married to the Aldi version of Angela Bassett.
Yes. She also reminded me of the narrator from The Warriors.
Yeah. And then we said the other one looked like Miss Cleo.
Yeah, there was a Miss Cleo moment.
You're in trouble, girl.
You're a Libra.
Yeah, I'd like to visit that island that he lived on.
Yeah, everyone's happy and getting along. There's clearly no monetary issues. Everyone's giving shit away.
Yeah, they just hang out and play with goats and
play with the goats.
Then she's driving the thing, and I was like, man, this isn't doing much. She's driving the carriage and like going all crazy. I was like, this isn't doing much to help female drivers.
I also like how she was driving it like a car. Like she she hit the brakes and it's.
Well, to be fair,
do horses make that noise when they stop?
In Fast and the Furious 10, the car can go in reverse in midair.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and then they changed the lyrics to "Kiss the Girl" because that song apparently is too rapey now or something.
Yeah.
So
people find, we were talking about it before. Gay people are upset that a gay person didn't do Ursula's makeup.
Who cares?
Fucking cares?
Yeah, like why is that important?
Jesus Christ!
Like everybody's so uptight about everything. I
gotta go down that rabbit hole sometime.
I actually liked the new Sabrina show. I thought it was pretty. It was like kind of gay, and I was like, all right, I'm down with this. A lot of hairless, like buff dudes, and I'm like, well, when in Rome. I'm a product of my time, like this movie.
Yeah.
Right.
No, like everybody got all upset about that, about her being black, and it's like also it's like people who like, what the fuck do you care about the Little Mermaid? You're a 44-year-old man on the internet. Worry about your 401k, motherfucker.
I am worried about it.
Me too.
This makes no difference. I do think it's funny when they take a historical character and make them black because it woun't make any fucking sense. Like Anne Boleyn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but it's like, you're racist. I'm like, no, it just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Well, the Cleopatra thing, they were upset because they made her black, but I was like, she was Greek.
Right.
She was Mediterranean, you know. But I sent you the thing. It was like Netflix polar bears, and it was 2 black bears, and they're just switching everything just for doing it, and it doesn't affect the narrative at all. Like you're not doing it in a lot of these things for any reason other than just to get clicks. Where in this, she was probably the best singer and the best
she was great.
presence, you know. So her and Melissa McCarthy are the best parts of this entire movie. I could see maybe you could have divined up Melissa McCarthy a little bit more, but since she's the biggest name in the movie, really, why would you want to bury her under makeup, you know?
Right.
And I also wanted Javier Bardem to have his No Country for Old Men hair.
We already talked about how they gave her the sympathetic backstory. Which
Yeah.
See, I don't like that they give these new live action Disney movies. They try to give a sympathetic backstory to the villains, and I don't want a sympathetic backstory.
That's why they're the bad guy.
To be terrifying in these movies. Leave them that way.
How many times have we talked about them calling Michael Myers homophobic because he killed 2 gay guys?
Oh my God!
And I was just like, wait. Playing by your rules means that a villain can't be a villain anymore. They can only be a villain on your terms.
Right.
Guess what? Jaws, sexist. Hate pussy in the beginning. You know? Fuck, dude. Like, let bad guys be fucking bad guys. And then white, black, brown, green, orange, we can all get together and go, boo that person.
Well, they were mad because the bad guys on Wednesday were black.
Yeah.
But again, what are you only able to ever play a good?
Well, that's why they changed
a hero. If you're what just
I couldn't remember Wednesday if they're black or not.
Oh
yeah, but they made a big deal about that. Like, and I'm like, well, don't black actors want to play villains and good? Like, don't you want to play just great characters? Like, why do you want to be limited? Because a lot of times the good guy in the movie is the boring one, and the villain's the kick-ass character. So
I
mean, if there were stereotypes attached to it, that I would get, but I didn't think there was anything like that.
No, this went out of its way to be inclusive to the max, but in the most hollow, vapid way possible. This is another case of Disney patting itself on the back when they were a company that was like so anti-gay and so anti-minority for the longest time. I think Walt Disney was a Nazi sympathizer.
Well, there's no actual proof of that, but
it
makes for a great Family Guy. It makes for a great Family Guy episode, but there's no actual proof.
Okay, because I want to do like the Hitler saved his head and gets like, or like Walt Disney and it has Hitler's brain in it and his head is like with robot spider legs. Like
I would love that.
And he has like little arms that come out and one's like a blade swastika. Like
that would be fun.
And then he makes great animation.
That's right. But this felt like just the kind of thing for people to pat themselves on the back and it's great all weekend, little black girls, little Asian girls, little white girls coming in with the black doll. That's awesome. That's fucking fantastic. But it's great to see yourself up on the screen and then you could have adventures too, because as a white dude, all the adventures were for me. You know, I didn't have to squint like Eric, who couldn't tell the difference between Anne Hathaway or Halle Berry.
I forgot about that.
Because the song, but it clear because even that girl, she has like a mole here and she has like a scar or something here. It's like, well, that one doesn't.
Yeah, right.
That fucking Lily White chick.
Pretty noticeable differences. But Eric was kind of dumb. So.
Yeah, he was pretty worth.
Re-release the original animated classics instead of remaking them and making them shitty.
Because they used to release them like out of the vault like every 10 years.
I remember the vault. I always pictured like some guy pushing this gigantic
it's
door.
like the end of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Top Men.
Yeah, that's where they hide Song of the South.
I'm so glad I got to see that in the theater.
Oh my God.
Well, there's been jokes about that. There was like a meme about don't do it. Like, yes. And it's like that like he has like these glowing devil eyes.
Oh no, it's going to be like Will Ferrell as Uncle Remus.
Oh my God. I'd see that.
Are they just remaking all these movies just to like hold on to like trademarks?
That's what I heard.
I feel like there's a legal thing going on I don't understand.
Well, no, because they're all in the public domain. Disney, this is the most fucking brilliant thing about Disney. So is that Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey came out, okay? Yeah. Winnie the Pooh has fallen into the public domain. You could do it as long as you don't use the copyrighted version. Like in Monster Squad, they could use the monsters as long as they didn't look like the Universal monsters. So Disney goes, okay, we're going to take these 100-year-old stories that are public domain. Anyone can use them. But we're going to do the version that you saw so that you're going to show your kids. So that's the only version that we'll ever accept of that. And that way Disney then owns the copyright forever on that because no one's ever going to accept another version of The Little Mermaid. Or
I think they're doing a horror movie of Cinderella.
I want to see Little Murder Maid.
That would be great.
That would be dope. And her hair is only red because blood is in it. Stabs you in the
Rapunzel,
face.
but like a long...
Yeah, it stabs you in the face with a dingle hopper, you know? I don't know. Well, we've all gotten ourselves canceled with this review.
Yeah, we're done.
About the priest with the erection, we were hoping that was
Yeah, because we wanted everyone to have an erection.
Mm-hmm.
Men, women, let's go equality across the board.
Well, years ago, I worked at a pharmacy, and we had up front, we had some videos, Disney videos. You know, they would sell like the popular videos.
Yeah.
And this guy came in one day in the suit, and he looked really, like serious and professional. And he's showing me some ID from Disney, and he's like, "I work for Disney. I'm here to recall the Aristocats because."
Oh, it had the naked lady in it.
Yeah, so he came to like actually take the fucking videos. And then I'm thinking, number one, I should have bought them when I had a chance. Number two, what if he didn't really work for Disney and he was just some guy who was going to sell them on like the black market or something? And he's pretending this was his, his way of.
That would be a smooth way to, because there was the dong on the cover of the Little Mermaid of the clamshell as well.
The dong and the clam.
Yeah, the dong and the clam. That's our next movie.
Disney animators had like a dip thing going on.
Yeah, they put like sex in the sky and Aladdin.
Hyper-focused on
yeah. Well, I guess because you're working in like, fucking horrifying conditions under great stress. They're like, we're going to slip shit in here. Fuck you, you know?
True.
Yeah. This was bad.
It was not good.
No.
But Halle Bailey
Bailey.
very good.
Yes.
And Melissa McCarthy was a lot of fun. And Vanessa's hot.
Yes, Vanessa was hot. I guess I liked the sweeping shots of the Caribbean, although I said it was probably fucking green screen. Disney, stop. Okay, if you're going to keep doing these, just make the fucking animals look like they're hyper. You can be more. You could. I don't even fucking know. Expand reality a little bit and give them more expression and shit like that. Because they weren't even that bad in the Jungle Book. They were a little bit more.
Did they do a live action?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, because
that was
one of the first ones that got awards and stuff.
Scarlett Johansson was. Yeah, because they got.
She was the boy.
Scarlett Johansson was the snake, and King Louis was Christopher Walken.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't bad.
All right.
Andy Serkis directed one too with Christian Bale.
Of the Jungle.
The Jungle Book. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
It was like a darker version of
like
a big dumb fucking. I walked up to him today. I said, "Look, I'm not making any accusations, but is there like something? Should we? Because we have to fill out paperwork if people are special who work for us."
Have you read of Mice and Men?
Yeah.
I went to do another film version of Mice and Men where Newt plays. I forget the guy who wasn't Lenny, but Newt has to kill the Lenny character, but he's laughing as he's doing it.
Just turn around and make the popcorn. I bet the ticket taker hard. Well, that was our whole thing is, what if in Atlantean versions of it, she's a beautiful singer and all that kind of stuff. When she opens her mouth on land, it's like, and he's like, I'm still going to fuck her. She's hot.
Yeah.
And as we said with the kiss the girl thing, she clearly can't say no.
Right.
So
yeah, the whole thing with consent was, she never said no.
Yeah.
Right.
Mer too. Yeah. But and then originally she wasn't going to be a redhead because redheaded toys didn't sell well.
They hate us.
So they gave her strawberry blonde hair, and then people like the red a lot more. Plus, red looks better in the cartoon, especially with the greens and the blues and stuff like that. So this movie was boring.
It's so boring
and murky looking.
It's so murky.
That was the worst part. Was the murkiness.
Yeah.
I wanted Ursula's wearing sleeves, and I'm like, I want her to have the bare arms, have like that purpley gray skin color.
So she had 6 tentacles and 2 arms, and that's 8. And do you know why she only had 6 tentacles?
Why?
Because cheaper, they said.
Really?
Drawing 8 tentacles would have been more expensive.
Money? It's Walt fucking Disney. How do they not have money?
No, you got to think 1988 Disney.
Are you? But are you talking about this one?
No, in the original. I didn't count how many she had in this one.
Because I thought I was talking about this one. That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense for 1989 or whatever.
Because they were coming off of like all those fucking failures. You know, Watch Her in the Woods, and
I love that phase of Disney with the horror movies.
Oh yeah.
Like Watch Her in the Woods,
the Black Cauldron is awesome. Something Wicked is great.
They
Black Hole is freaky.
Yeah, Black Hole is a friend of mine's favorite movie. He's got a bunch of cool memorabilia from it.